Hi and welcome to this week's TY Tuesday. My name is Ava Hernandez and I have been a stage management intern for 4 years here with Main Street Theater. Today I am reading Pinkalicious by Victoria and Elizabeth Kahn. Pinkalicious has always been one of my favorites ever since I was little, and I had the privilege of working on it 2 summers ago with some pretty great people. So here we go. It was a rainy day, too wet to go outside. Mommy said, "Let's make cupcakes. What color do you want?" "Pink," I said. "Pink, pink, pink." Mommy put in some pink. "More," I cried. "More, more, more." I gobbled up a couple of cupcakes while Mommy and I frosted them. They were so yummy. They were pink-alicious. I offered one to Peter, my little brother, but he is very picky and didn't want to eat his, so I ate it. "Please, Mommy, can I just have one more?" I begged when I woke up from my nap. "You get what you get and you don't get upset," she said. But I got very upset. After dinner, I ate more cupcakes. Then I refused to go to bed. "Just one more pink cupcake and then I'll go to sleep," I promised. Daddy waved a tired finger at me. "You've had enough." The next morning when I woke up, I was pink. My face was pink, my hands were pink, and my belly was the color of a sunset. Daddy thought I had played with markers, so he gave me a bath. The pink did not come off. My hair was the color of raspberry sorbet. I cried because I was so beautiful. I even had pink tears. I put on my pink fairy princess dress and twirled in front of the mirror while Mommy speed dialed the pediatrician. "I'm Pinkerbell, look at me, I'm Pinkerbell." Mommy grabbed her purse. "Just one more cupcake, please, just one more," I yelled on the way out the door. Mommy took me right to the doctor's office. Dr. Wink looked at me and said, "You have a very rare and acute case of pinkatitis." I guess that's not the worst thing that could happen. Just call me Pinkerella. Then Dr. Wink said, "For the next week, no more pink cupcakes, pink bubblegum, or pink cotton candy. To return to a normal, you must eat a steady diet of green food." On the way home, we stopped at the playground. My friend Allison was there, but she didn't see me because I blended in with the pink peonies. When I waved to Allison, a bumblebee landed on my nose. "Buzz off, I'm not a flower," I scolded the bee. Soon, I was surrounded by bees, butterflies, and birds. "Mommy," I cried, "please take me home." When I left the playground, I asked Mommy if I could eat another pink cupcake when we got home. "Don't you remember what the doctor told you?" She said, "No more cupcakes." Peter tugged on my pink tails. "I wish I were pink like you," he said. He was green with envy. That night, I pretended to eat my dinner of mushy, dark green vegetables. After everyone went to sleep, I sneaked into the kitchen, climbed onto a chair, and reached on my tippy toes to the top of the refrigerator where Mommy had hidden the cupcakes. I took just one more pink cupcake and ate it. Then I licked the pink cupcake wrapper clean. When I woke up the morning, I felt different. I ran to the mirror and peered at my reflection. I was a deeper pink than I had ever seen. In fact, I was no longer pink. I was red. Oh no, not red. I didn't want to be red. I should not have eaten that pink cupcake last night. I wanted to be myself again. I knew what I had to do. I opened the fridge, held my nose, and squeezed a bottle of icky green relish into my tongue. I ate pickles and spinach, olives, and okra. I choked down artichokes, gagged on grapes, and burped up Brussels sprouts. Next thing I knew, my arms tickled, my ears tingled, and my feet twitched. I was no longer red. I was no longer pink. I was me, and I was beautiful. "So what happened to the rest of the cupcakes, Pinkalicious?" Daddy asked. Just then, Peter ran in and yelled, "Pinkaboo!" The end. Thanks for tuning in, and come back next week for another TY Tuesday. Bye.
Hi, my name's Sarah, and I was the sound intern for Main Street Theater on their production of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I'm here to read to you How I Became a Pirate, which is one of my favorite plays that Main Street has done. How I Became a Pirate by Melinda Long and David Shannon. Pirates have green teeth, when they have any teeth at all. I know about pirates because one day, when I was at the beach building a sand castle and minding my own business, A pirate ship sailed into view. I knew what it was because its flag had a skull and crossbones on it, and because I could hear the pirates singing, "Hey ho, blow the man down." They were a little off key. I tried to tell Dad, but he was busy setting up the beach umbrella. I tried to tell Mom, but she was busy slathering my baby sister with sunblock. So I went back to my sandcastle, but I kept an eye on the pirates. By then they were rowing to shore. When they landed, the head pirate climbed out of the boat and yelled, "Ahoy there, matey! Be this the Spanish Main?" "No," I said. "This is the North Beach." "Shiver me timbers," the pirate said. "We must have taken a wrong turn at Bora Bora." He walked around my sandcastle. He looked at the moat, then yelled back to his crew, "He's a digger. He is a good one to boot." "A good one to boot," the others agreed. "What be your name, matey?" the head pirate asked. "Jeremy Jacobs, sir," I told him. "Well, Jeremy Jacob," he said, "you're looking at Braidbeard and his crew. We've been needing a digger like yourself. We've a chest to bury." "Aye, treasure," the others shouted. "You're coming with us," Braidbeard told me. I didn't think Mom and Dad would mind, as long as I got back in time for soccer practice the next day. That's how I became a pirate. As soon as we were on board, Braidbeard showed me the chest of gold and jewels. "Gotta find a safe place for this here treasure. It's high time we were off," he announced. "We're off," we all shouted, and then we set sail. There was plenty to do on board. The pirates taught me to sing sea chanties, the louder the better, and to say real pirate stuff like landlubber and scurvy dog. By dinner time, I could speak pirate perfectly. I also learned pirate manners. Braidbeard pounded his fists on the table and yelled, "Down the hatch, me laddies!" "Down the hatch," we all shouted. Braidbeard gulped his food and said, "Hand over the meat." "The meat," we all roared. Nobody told us to finish our spinach. There wasn't any. Or to chew up our carrots. They weren't allowed on board. We talked with our mouths full, and nobody said please or thank you. After dinner, I tried to teach the pirates to play soccer. Braidbeard kicked the ball and yelled, "Arg, soccer!" "Arg, soccer!" the crew yelled. Then everybody dove for the ball at once, and it rolled right off the deck. "After it, me hearties," Braidbeard commanded. "After it," we all whispered. We fought over who would get the ball, but it didn't matter anyway, because a shark came along and swallowed it in one gulp. So much for soccer. By now, it was past my bedtime, but nobody tells pirates to go to bed, to take a bath, or to brush their teeth. Maybe that's why their teeth are always green. Pirates sleep with one eye open, just in case, and they don't change into pajamas unless they want to. Pirates don't do anything they don't want to, except for maybe swabbing the decks. I wanted to be a pirate forever. But then I found out what else they don't do. When I couldn't stay awake any longer, I asked Braidbeard to tuck me in and read me a story. "Tuck you in?" he bellowed. "Pirates don't tuck." "No tucking," the crew cried. And the only thing they had to read was a map. "Don't you have any books?" I asked. Braidbeard looked confused. Books? I didn't even bother to ask for a goodnight kiss. It wasn't easy to fall asleep without a story, but I was finally dozing off when a storm broke. Thunder boomed and lightning flashed. I tried to hide under the covers as waves slammed up against the ship, but I kept falling out of my hammock. I couldn't find anyone in the cabin. They were all on deck. "Lower the sails," Braidbeard shouted. "Batten down the hatches." Everybody ran around yelling and lowering and battening. Nobody had time to sit close and tell me it was going to be over soon. Nobody even noticed me. I decided that I didn't want to be a pirate after all. Just then, flash, crash, crack. Lightning hit the mast and split it right down the middle. "What'll we do now?" yelled one of the pirates. "We'll have to turn back," called another. "But the treasure," hollered Braidbeard. "Where will we bury the treasure?" I stepped forward. "Maybe I can help." I shouted over the wind. "I think I know the perfect digging spot." When the storm was over, we rowed back to shore and buried the chest. We drew a map so we could find the treasure again, but I don't think I'll need it. After that, the pirates repaired the ship and got ready to sail. Before they left, Braidbeard handed me a flag and said, "You make a fine pirate, Jeremy Jacob. Guard that treasure well. We'll be back to get it soon." "Soon enough," the crowd repeated. "And if you ever need us," Braidbeard added, "just run the Jolly Roger up that yonder pole." "Up yonder pole," the others shouted. "And maybe I will, but not today." I have soccer practice. The end. Thank you for joining me while I read How I Became a Pirate.